Welcome to this segment of the My MACC Podcast, and today I am here with my guest, JR. How are you doing, JR?
Hey, I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm doing well.
Thanks for having me.
Our conversation is going to be on AI, and so what is your opinion on AI as a whole?
I think it'll be a game changer not only for technology but also society probably in the next 2 to 5 years. Just a lot of things going on in AI. So the right now, just in a nutshell, people have all heard about artificial intelligence and what's going on, but more recently, just to basically talk about the power of AI, is that we're in a unique time of history where computing power, we now have these quantum computers that are available, and we also have the other thing that AI needs, data, which data, these devices right here, right? Our phones. We have so many people, everybody's got a phone, everybody's sharing their emails and communicating on social media and that kind of stuff. So you have a huge flux of CPU and data coming together here and matching those two things together. That's really the lifeblood of what artificial intelligence needs to grow and kind of take it to the next level. Now, there's some concerns about that, obviously. AI has got the entire internet inside of it. It's got the entire Library of Congress in it. It can now sound and speak and talk like a human being. There's conversational AI that's going on. I just saw last week at CE, there's robots now being driven by artificial intelligence. So it is kind of a big societal shift in that you won't need somebody to make phone calls to your customers. You won't need people to answer the phone. You won't need maybe waiters or waitresses in restaurants because the robots are going to do it now as part of artificial intelligence. Or your grandparents don't need to be driven to the doctor any longer. They just hop in the little minivan and it'll take them there for them. Now, no worries because the vehicles supposedly err on the side of safety. So that was a very long-winded answer, but yeah, that's kind of the gist of AI right now. I like to always say, with great data comes great responsibility. So I just hope we're ready for it. I think there's some really positive things that can be done, but there's also some powerful things that could be done that are not so good. So
Do you see it possibly taking over jobs for a lot of people in the future?
I don't think it'll so much take over jobs as it's going to convert jobs. I would call it like the next industrial revolution, in that, jobs that were that service jobs and things like that are, yes, going to be affected. And, just a different way of, I guess, things happening. Best way to say it. So there will be an adaptation. I don't know how many jobs. So there's mixed data that's out there now about how many jobs will be eliminated, but there's also data out there how many jobs will be created. So I guess it's really more a question of, are we going to be able to adapt, really?
How does AI help in your type of work?
Well, it's kind of changing my industry right now. So I do IT support and I do websites, probably more on the website side, in that two things. First thing is search engine optimization. So making sure your website's found in Google and all that good stuff. That whole industry a complete change now because Google's using their AI called Gemini and using that for search results now, which it's still good to do the SEO stuff, but now it's more structuring websites for artificial intelligence to grab it and keep it into its memory. On the IT side, just devices and things are getting smarter. Best way to say it. So I see my IT side, which right now I support companies here in Grand Rapids and with their servers, with their retail computers, all sorts, everything electronic. But where I see that going more is in the manufacturing arenas with like controls and robotics, obviously. So my industry is going to have to adapt to being the guy, even though you have a totally autonomous McDonald's that's kicking out fries with nobody working there. Like I went to Taco Bell here in Grand Rapids last night. And they are no, and I didn't know this. I had heard about it, but the first time I really experienced it, when I'd roll up to the window to order my tacos, it wasn't a person I was talking to. I'm talking to artificial intelligence trying to take my order. And it did just fine until I got to the part where I want to specialize a taco and say, hey, I don't want sour cream or lettuce on the taco. And it went, and then the guy popped on the microphone. He said, oh, I'll get it from here. So, those kind of things. So the guy taking orders at the drive-through doesn't need to do that any longer. So I don't know. My industry is going to change a lot just in supporting those type of technologies.
And do you personally use AI a lot yourself?
I do. I do. I'm not. I mean, I am heavily into it. Like, I read up on it all the time. I test out all the new features. I have it on my phone. I pay for the upgraded Chat GPT, soon to be 5. Right now it's 4.0, but I've used it for conversational stuff. It's just a great tool to toss in for text or content and say, can you make this better? And it'll give you some amazing stuff, some stuff you didn't think you would think. It's stuff that I wouldn't think of. I always say to people, always review it after the fact, but like, right now on my phone, I can bring up my AI. We could have the AI join us in the podcast here. And you'd be pretty pressed hard to tell that it wasn't a real person. The conversation's pretty cool in that regards.
What are 5 AI programs you recommend for people to use?
There's a whole ton that are out there. It's really kind of flavor what you want to do with it. There's ones for pictures, there's ones for video, media in general. Obviously, a lot of different options. What I would tell you is the core one I use right now is Chat GPT, which is by OpenAI. And I also then I'm an Apple guy, so Apple and Siri now and Chat GPT are friends together. So I've been using artificial intelligence on Apple's devices for a while because I'm a beta tester. But if you have an iPhone, turn on the Apple Intelligence. It's really good. If you have a free AI account, definitely turn that on as well because Siri will try to answer the question. If she can't, she'll ask ChatGPT and she'll bring that in here. So um, I will say though, what's kind of interesting right now with all that is with the chat because, like I say, it remembers the chats you've done previously. So I've been chatting now with AI for I don't know, probably a year and a half, and I don't have to like mention my company name any longer. I don't have to talk. I don't remember like I was writing an email to a family member or something. It knows my family, so it has memory that you can turn on or off, and it remembers your conversations from the past. And as a part of the natural learning language model, it actually like can talk to you more intelligently as you use it more. So using it daily is really good. I will say there's some kind of how can I say this? Um, there's kind of an edge to it in the fact that AI is becoming for your age group and even my age group a factor of how can I say this? An artificial friend, meaning that you're spending hours a day talking to your AI companion, asking it about questions of the world and things that are going on in your life, and using it maybe as a mental health resource to go through issues and problems and things like that. And it's excellent actually at reply back, but it's not a human, right? It's not an actual like a parent or like your friend or somebody like that giving you really truly heartfelt advice, or I say heartfelt advice on what's going on in life. So I guess my edge on that is just be careful. Technology is a very fun and powerful thing. You can do a lot of crazy stuff. For the best apps, literally just ask it, hey, I'm working on a video project. What are the five best video apps you recommend in the AI field? And it'll tell you. I just did it yesterday. There's one where you can take text and you just literally paste the text in and it will make like a corporate speaker for you, like a guy sitting or a gal sitting in a conference room, and it will speak the whole thing out, kind of a thing. Generates it in just like 3 or 4 minutes, kind of deal. So, as a video producer, as a website guy, etc., it doesn't worry me. I always say it's. Here's the last piece of advice on this: is that it's the another tool in the shed, right? You want to keep the tools in the shed sharp. And so if I can do something to up my game and take it to the next level and can have something assist me, definitely look into those kind of things. That's it.
Thank you for your time.
I appreciate you having me, man.
Yep. And
Thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome day.
you too. And thank you for watching this segment of the My MACC podcast.